1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out there in Mandolin Land, Mike Hedding here, coming to you today with the old song 8th of January, or The Battle of New Orleans. This is a great old song. I did this song on banjo a few weeks back, and I had a request if I could do a similar version on mandolin. So we're going to break down the basic A part and basic B part, and then I've got a variation for each part. We're going to look at adding some slides, adding some more picking, playing the melody in different octaves, some kind of basic ways I create variations for these fiddle tunes. I'll break down all the solos note for note and then show you a bunch of backup I would do for this song. So we'll do 2-finger strumming chords, we'll do bluegrass chop chords, so you know how to play backup to the song. And if you're watching the preview of this lesson, you can head over to my website, mikeheddingmusic.com, and grab the full lesson. You'll get access to watch all the videos, and you can download the tabs and the practice tracks. All right, here's 8th of January in the key of D. So let's play the first 9 measures. That'll be like the A part, the basic A part. And then we'll start breaking it down. Here we go. Here's measure 1 with the pickup. Do that a couple more times. One time really slow. Okay, so we're going to start with a little pickup in measure 1. We're going to have our 3rd finger on the 5th fret of the A string, our 1st finger up on the 2nd fret of the high E, and we're going to play this classic fiddle shuffle pattern, down, down, up, down. So, and you can just practice that down, down, up, down motion. So we're going to do 1, down, down, up, down. So 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to take our 1st finger off and play 5th fret on the A string, and then open high E. So basically that little pattern at the beginning, that shuffle pattern, is just setting the tempo. It's kind of like the equivalent of the drummer clicking their sticks, 1, 2, 3. That's all we're doing there. So we're just going. So a couple times, not too hard. You can just keep your 3rd finger down the whole time. And then measure 2, we're going to go back to that 2nd fret on the high E string. This is like the opening melody line. So we did 2nd fret with a quarter note, so 1, and then 2, 5, 2, open high E, back down to the 5th fret of the A string, and then 2nd fret on the high E. For this lesson, we're going to use a lot of our 1st fingers on the 2nd frets and our 3rd fingers on the 5th frets. So it's good practice keeping your hands stretched out. That'd be a little exercise too. You could practice like doing that 2, 5, 2 without lifting up your 1st finger. It's a common mistake to go like that. So that'd be something to practice. So let's do that a few times. And then a little response to that phrase, open to open on the high E. Down to the 5th fret on the A string with an upstroke, and then 2nd fret on the A string. And then 4th fret, 5th fret with your 2nd and 3rd finger on the A string. So you have And that timing is 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and. So really important to follow the pick direction below the tab. We're going to be playing down strokes on the down beats, up strokes on the up beats. So when we play that quarter note at the beginning, 1, 2, and 3 and, we're actually doing 2 downstrokes in a row, which is going to help us play that timing. So that's just a good little opening melody line to practice. Let's do it a few more times. Again, keep your hands spread out. And now our little response phrase, open high E for a quarter note. And then open 2 open on the high E string. Down to the 5th fret. And then 2, 4. And then a little ending lick, 5, 2 open on the A string. And then 4th fret on the D string with an upstroke. And then open. So that's just a little ending lick. So we have probably the trickiest part about this song is just keeping your hands stretched out. Keep your first finger hovering over the 2s, keep your second finger hovering over the 4s, and keep your third finger hovering over the 5th frets. That's just good practice, keeping your hands stretched out. So basically the counting of measures 2 and 3 is the same as 4 and 5. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3. Okay, so not too hard. Let's play those first 5 measures. A little faster. So not too hard. Now the end of measure 5, we do that same pickup 5 open. And then we just did a little variation for measure 6. It's the same as 2, we just played 8th notes. So I just did 2 open and then played that melody. So I call that the bouncing technique. Basically our melody is, but when we want to add some extra notes, instead of doing that quarter note, what you can do is you can bounce 1 note lower or 1 note higher. In this case, we're going lower, so we're going. So just a way to fill up the melody. That's all we're doing there. You could play measure 2 as well, but it's the same, basically the same idea. And then this is all the same. So basically the basic A part is like the first 5 measures. If you can get that down, or actually measures 2 through 5, basically you could just play it twice. So the other thing I'm doing there is kind of accenting some of the down strokes. And I would do this after you get the basic notes down, but I'm kind of accenting those notes. And then the last 2 notes of measure 9, open 2 on the D string. And that's going to set up the B part. It's basically like the pickup to the B part. So remember, those accents are kind of optional. Get the notes down first. I recommend playing all the notes evenly at the same volume first, and then working on the accents once you get it down. Okay, now let's break down the B part.